Welcome back to another episode of JailBreak Overlander. I'm Richie, and this is JailBreak. In this episode, I found myself at the top of a mountain pass in the Ozarks out in Missouri. Beautiful day, sky was blue, the sun was out, and it was hot as hell. I was pretty content. The truck was running well, all was good. But there was a disturbance in the force, so to speak. Something that was pulling me east. This insatiable draw towards the horizon. So I jumped in my truck and I followed this insatiable drive toward the horizon, not knowing exactly what it was I would find. It didn't take too long to find it. It was this truck. Well, not this truck, but this truck. Now, I had seen this truck on Instagram several times, and I really liked the way he set it up. I had spoken to the owner numerous times. This is the Express Rally vehicle, if you're not familiar. I spoke to the owner, and he gave me permission to do a walk around. I love the wrap. I love the stance of the vehicle. I love the plans he has for this vehicle in the future. It's going to be the sickest Land Cruiser on Earth. So sit back, relax, and check this out. So let's recap. I had an insatiable desire to head east, out of the mountains of the Ozarks, to find this vehicle. It's a very well-equipped, money is no object, 80 series, that runs the Express Rally. This truck is sponsored by Artemis, Falcon, Delta, Baja Design, Icon, Ozark Overland Outfitters, and it's a really beautiful setup. A lot of guys would die for this thing. It is beautiful. Baja Design sponsors them, so this truck has Baja Design lights all the way around, everywhere. So let's take a quick look at everything I can possibly cover, and when the truck gets its final modifications, we'll do another walk around. Obviously, it has LP9s. It's got Baja Designs on the bumper, in the bumper, as well as ditch lights on Yodatech mounts. It's got a 50-inch Baja Design light bar up top in the Bowfin Cruiser's rack. Beautiful. And one squadron on the rear on a Yodatech mount. The truck just looks beautiful. Everything fits on it nicely. It's got a nice streamlined finish to it. Nothing overhangs. It just looks great, in my opinion. So let's take a look at the bumpers. The front Delta bumper is beautiful. It fits really well. I've already shown you the lights. The fit and finish are great. There's a worn 10S stuck down inside there, which works out really well. And a Factor 55 hook and fair lead on the front. And seeing how he really goes off-road with this thing, he's got a set of 4x4 Labs rock sliders going all the way down the side to protect that beautiful wrap that he's got on there. We'll get to that wrap later. But Luke can definitely make armor. He's got stock armor on the transfer case, for now, underneath. So let's take a look at the rear bumper. On the modular Delta rear bumper, he has a 1-up mountain bike rack on an extended receiver. The 1-up mountain bike rack is top of the line. I think they go for around $300, oneup.com. But it's a beautiful setup. It ratchets out of the way. It'll hold your mountain bike past your spare tire and past your Delta cans, which is nice. It's a really nice setup. It's got a nice security lock in there so nobody can run off with it, which not that they would, but if they could, they might. So there's that. It's a very nice setup. Anodized aluminum. Very, very well made. Top notch, in my opinion. I'm probably going to get one. Now, opening the tailgate with the one-up bike rack out of the way isn't too bad. You got to finagle the traction aids a touch, but then it swings right open. Now, the Delta rear bumper was pretty much revolutionary. It's a beautiful setup. Everything is modular. The only thing I don't love about it is all the nuts and bolts. But my truck's got a lot of nuts and bolts on it. If they're properly torqued, all is well, I've noticed over the years. Now, the rear swing outs made by Delta are incredibly modular. They use top quality materials. A 5-year-old can literally open the swing outs with the handles, no problem whatsoever. Modular means you can set it up to fit exactly what you want to do and how you want to do it. These guys went out of their way with the design. The fit and finish is phenomenal. The powder coating, the laser cutting, everything is just top of the line, period. They make these jerry can holders, which are just a testament to their work in itself. It's beautiful stuff. You're going to see a lot of Delta on this vehicle. These things are beautiful. They make really, really nice stuff. If I already didn't have a 4x4 Labs rear and front bumper, I'd probably have one. But for example, this high lift jack holder is amazing. It holds it perfectly, and you can get it out without having to get out wrenches and such, which is what I have to do. But still, there's pin locks on the swing out so they can't slam back on you. They use ball bearings, and everything has their logo on it. Everything is beautiful. There's side steps built in the side so you can reach your roof rack. And the fit and finish matching up with the 80 series body is just beautiful. It speaks for itself. So let's move to tires and rims. He's got 17-inch tandem off-road wheels with Wild Peak MT by Falcon on them. They're a very aggressive tire. They look really good in this truck, and they're 35s by 12.5s. They fit this truck and complement its stance perfectly, in my opinion, and probably yours. They're fairly quiet on the highway, and they handle off-road nicely from what I'm told. So let's get under the truck and take a look at the suspension. Once again, you will find Delta products. Their front radius arms are on here, correcting the caster for the 3-inch lift. Delta drop blocks on the front sway bar. Everything else looks fairly stock for now, but that's going to change. Again, skid plate, stock exhaust, stock rear drive shaft, and he's got Icon lower control arms. Now those are really rare to see on a vehicle. I have land tanks from Wits End, and I've bent a set of land tanks twice so far, so I'd be afraid to run those. Dobinson rear springs in the back, and Icon 2.5s in the front and in the rear with a set of long travel shocks in the front, springs in the front, I'm sorry. It's a nice setup. It's a very nice setup. Icon makes really good stuff. All bolted up nicely, adjustable, and out of the way. Don't you just love looking at this front end? I know you do. Enjoy it. The wrap that he put on the truck looks amazing. The pattern, the design, it gives it a false patina. It matches the area that this truck rolls in perfectly. All his sponsors are on it. It's just so perfect, in my opinion. It looks amazing to me. It's a sweet setup. So let's take a look at the rear drawer section. And back here, once again, you will find more Delta gear, as well as a set of Dobinson rollout drawers. Nice drawers, a little heavy for my taste, but they're nice drawers. The top rolls out for your refrigerator, built-in tie downs. They're made incredibly well. But check this out. The Delta ceiling, we've seen that before, but now they've got the organizer and the separator in the back. And just like everything else Delta made, it's well thought out. It fits in the back of the truck perfectly. It's just really nice. And it keeps everything in the back from finding its way into the front, which is what you want. And it looks phenomenal, just like everything Delta does. Very nice job on the separator. I didn't even know these were available, so I was stoked to see it. It's a nice setup. So his rear cargo area is squared away nicely, very nicely. So let's take a look at the interior. He recently did new seat covers, it appears, in gray. They look really nice. They look nice and clean. But what you probably want to see is in the front. And surprise, you will find more Delta gear. Does that look familiar? Yeah. It's the entire Delta console, exactly like the one I have in my truck. He's got the switch pods in there, his CB radio, and he's got all his switches and outlets built right in, which is nice. Pioneer radio with a backup camera. And your average interior. Notice he has no cracks on the dashboard. No cracks. Kicker speakers. The interior was really nice and clean. Seats, everything. And it's in to get more modifications done right now. Think Yoda Tech and turbo diesel. That's all I'll say. Up on top of the Bowfin Cruiser roof rack, he's got the iCamper rooftop tent, which is the only tent you should ever buy if you need a 4-person tent, in my opinion. It's a hardtop, it opens quick, and it sleeps you, your wife, and your kids. You cannot beat that with the stick. And it was also wrapped just like the rest of the vehicle, which looks phenomenal. And it gives the truck a nice, clean profile. The roof tent isn't hanging over the sides. It's much like my Alucab. This is a standard 3F engine with the stock intake. He's got a dual ARB onboard air setup with an air chuck behind it. Like I said, there's a turbo diesel going in, so that 3F is going out. So not too much to see here, but that will all change. Got a little Blue Sea action going on. And that is pretty much it for this particular vehicle. Express Rally Adventure Series. He's got Black Elk Media rolling with them, Sign Planet, Factor 55, Ozark Overland Outfitters, Delta Gear, Baja Design, Icon, and Artemis Overland Hardware. He's got quite the support team behind him. He's going to have a whole series of off-road action videos. I'll leave links to everything. If you want to attend an express rally with these guys, it's money well spent. That's all I'll tell you. So here's a little more cruiser porn for you. I hope you enjoyed the video. I enjoyed making it, even though it was hot out and it took a long time to get the footage. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment below, and I will return the favor. I am out.